Hello and welcome to video 2 in Aspire Australia's 6-video series on how to nominate a subclass 482 worker. Today we're looking at labour market testing, why and when it's required and how to go about it. The Australian government allows Australian businesses to sponsor international workers only when there is no Australian available, and this is proven via labour market testing. Labour market testing applies to all nominations unless an exemption applies. The exemptions can be quite complex and fall under 3 categories. Major disaster will be used rarely, and as you can imagine, getting emergency workers into Australia immediately would be a priority. The second is international trade agreements, and then the third is select occupations. International trade obligations under various agreements give rise to exemptions for labour market testing depending on occupations, nationality, and duration of service of the proposed nominee. This table gives an indication of current exemptions, and a link to the current information will be provided in your bonus information sheet so that you can check at any point of time, as international trade agreements do change over time. Under select occupations, if your nominee will earn a minimum of 250K per annum, labour market testing is not required. Same for medical practitioners, excluding general practitioners. Positions that require persons with international record of exceptional achievement don't need to advertise. And if the nominee's already employed by an associated entity to the Australian sponsoring organisation based overseas, then labour market testing is not required. Further, if you already have a nominee in place and there is a change due to the earnings or the structure of the organisation, then labour market testing is not required. For all other positions, and that will be the majority of positions, ads must be placed as follows. They must be placed in Australia, either in a newspaper or online recruitment site, or can be placed on the website of an accredited sponsor, which is a specific type of sponsor approved by the Department of Home Affairs. The ads should be in English, must have the title of the position or a description so it can be identified as relatable to the specific occupation. The skills or experience required should be indicated, and if the earnings are to be less than 96,400, the salary must be mentioned, as well as the name of the sponsor, or if the ad is being placed via a recruitment agency, the name of the recruitment agency. At least 2 ads must be placed, running for at least 4 weeks each, and the ads will then only be valid for 4 months from the date they are first placed. Evidence of the labour market testing must be provided at the time of lodgement of the nomination. Failure to do so will lead to an immediate rejection of the nomination. So it's very important that you gather the appropriate evidence and submit it with your nomination. That evidence will include copies of the ads, so screenshots of the ad, preferably showing the initial date of placement. That also could be obtained via the back end of online portals, where you should be able to download a report or a screenshot showing the period of advertising. Or if you placed an ad in the newspaper, a copy of the newspaper ad, including the date and name of the newspaper. Any invoices for ad payment, either directly to the newspaper or via the online portal, or to the recruitment agency must be provided, and a summary is required of the eligibility or otherwise of your candidates. In summary, labour market testing is a means by which the Australian government can ensure that jobs go to Aussies first, but where Aussies are not available, a nomination of an overseas worker can proceed. Unless there is an exemption, labour market testing must be undertaken for a period of at least 4 weeks. All the guidelines must be strictly adhered to, or otherwise the nomination will be refused, and evidence must be provided at the time of lodging the nomination. Labour market testing can be a big headache for HR managers and business owners who are focused on getting workers into the business and other things. So if you need help, please get in touch. We're offering you a free 20-minute discovery call to discuss any issues regarding labour market testing or sponsorship in general. The link will be in the email sent to you as part of this program. Feel free to get in touch, and I look forward to speaking to you then. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.